Welcome. This is the Capel Mock Draft Show 2024 NFL Draft. Super excited. This is kind of my theme, man. I love the NFL Draft. Jeff and I've been sending him mock drafts for years. I thought, you know what? Let's do a Capel Mock Draft 1.0 right here the week of the draft. So, Jeff, not only Jeff, all you ones watching this out there, thank you to our sponsors for making the show happen. Twin City Used Cars inventory stupid. Go tell Paul Collette and Bobby Ledbetter. Capel says hello. How about Joey Statham at Copperleaf Properties? That was weird. Yeah, we miss Joey. But you know what he has? Houses. He will sell them. Next, how about the Burtons? Our man Jamie Grant and family doing things the right way. You can always count on Little Burton's coffee, steak, gas, not necessarily in that order. Whatever you need, they got you. Are you looking for a job? How about ZLA Solutions? Right here in Rainbow City, I happen to know, I have it on good authority that they have job openings right now. Do you drive a forklift? Do you want to drive a forklift? Have you seen a forklift? They'll make it happen for you. They need drivers, and I tell you what, they take care of their people. ZLA Solutions, Andrew Ford. I'm going to let you know who your Falcons are going to be picking. How about Etowah Used Cars, Dwayne Ball? You need to purchase a vehicle with your finances are a little shady. Maybe you spent too much money at the Sam's Club. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there. Hey, they'll help you out there. They will get you into a vehicle that you can afford. Worry about building credit later. Just build credit with them. Dwayne Ball and family, Etowah Used Cars. All right, man. So we're going to get right into this, and I'll try to pay attention to your questions as well. If you have any, let some people jump on here. We're a couple minutes into this thing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. NFL Draft first round is Thursday night. Second and third round is on Friday night. Round 4 through 7 will be Saturday. So we're going to dive into this thing, and you guys put your comments. You don't like a pick? Tell me who you think is going to pick. The way this draft is set up, I was back and forth. I decided to not do any trades in this draft. This is straight Chicago to Kansas City, 1 through 32, no drafts. I personally think there's going to be a minimum of 5 drafts. It's a quarterback heavy top draft. So if you're looking for a quarterback, a lot of movement to get up there. And it's going to be absolute chaos after pick 1. Pick 1's kind of a freebie, right? That's kind of the free circle in the bingo card kind of action here. Everyone knows that the 2022 Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams, is going to be the next quarterback of the Chicago Bears. I don't think we need to spend a lot of time talking about this one. It's going to happen. Very incredible. He is off the charts. Except when he played Notre Dame, threw 3 interceptions. Go Irish. He makes all the throws, very strong. Closest thing to Patrick Mahomes Patrick Mahomes, as it were. So that is going to be the first pick of the NFL Draft, Caleb Williams. Now is where the draft starts a little bit of drama. 3 quarterbacks. So in the next 2 picks are going to be quarterbacks. So Washington and the Commanders, don't call me Redskins. New ownership, changing some things up. Where are they going? What are they going to do? Everyone and their mother thinks it's going to be Drake May. I do not. I think they're because of Cliff Kingsbury, who loves the style of play of Caleb Williams, loves to run the quarterback that can run the football. I think Jaden Daniels, the defending Heisman Trophy winner from LSU, is going to be the pick at number 2 for Washington. So once that goes off the board, New England has a choice to make. Everybody and their mother, being the ones that need a quarterback, And when I say that, I mean obviously New England needs a quarterback. The Giants are 50-50 if they're going to draft a quarterback, I think, this year. Minnesota, quarterback. Denver, quarterback. The Raiders, quarterback. So it's going to be a lot of intrigue on who moves up. And again, this is no trades in this one. So I think the closest thing to Josh Allen that's been drafted since 2017 is Drake May out of North Carolina. So the Tar Heel is going to go at number 3 to the New England Patriots. Bam, bam, bam. The draft starts at 4. So if you're Arizona, you're going to be listening to phone calls here. People are trying to jump up. They want to get J.J. McCarthy here. They want to get the national championship quarterback. But as far as this goes, I think the number 1 player in the draft, that's who Arizona is going to get. They have the quarterback already. I think they're going to go Marvin Harrison Jr., Maserati Marv. Of course, his dad was one of my favorite players for Indy, Marvin Harrison Sr. Him and Peyton Manning made a lot of touchdowns together. So I think that is the pick. Then, interesting, pick number 5, the Chargers. So they need a lot. They got rid of all their wide receivers. They can very easily pick an offensive lineman here. If they went Joe Alt here, I would not be surprised because the head coach loves big interior linemen. He loves to have the biggest and strongest he could possibly get. But I think you let Keenan Allen go, you let Mike Williams go, you're going to get the next best wide receiver on the board. I think at number 5, the Chargers go Malik Nabers. Dude is just special. Big, fast, intelligent, really good with his routes. Inside routes, outside routes. Incredible. So I think that's who the Chargers go. Now, number 6, one of my favorite players in the draft. Going to a team where you have to be different, right? You got to be special to go to New York. The Giants here. Interesting fact, 3 teams in New York, right? Giants, Jets, and Buffalo. There's only one real team in New York. That's the Buffalo Bills. The other 2 play in New Jersey. Come with that crap. Sorry, that's neither here nor there, as my boy Bob would say. I think they need so much, but they're not going to go quarterback. I believe they're going to go Rome Odunze, the everything wide receiver out of Washington. He is maybe the best hands in the draft. He has smaller hands than some of the big-time receivers, but he was always ready to make a play. Michael Penix Jr. and him teamed up for just unbelievable 2 years at Washington. So to recap, I have Chicago taking Caleb Williams, Washington taking Jaden Daniels, New England taking Drake May. I have the Cardinals taking Marvin Harrison Jr., the Chargers taking Malik Nabers, and the Giants taking Rome Odunze. That's a bad boy. That's all I'm saying. That's a bad boy. Now, let's get into the heart of the draft, and we're going to talk a little offensive line. The best offensive lineman in this draft. His name is Joe Alt, left tackle, University of Notre Dame. I think Tennessee, he's going to be a starter for 10 to 12 years. Just throw him the keys, let him go to work. He may not have the highest ceiling, but I think he has the highest floor. He is probably, him and Marvin Harrison Jr. are probably the 2 safest picks in the draft. Those 2 are going to be special. No need to talk about it. Joe Alt, Tennessee Titans. Stanfield, you like that one, don't you? I know he does. He probably ain't watching. He's selling a car. Now, the Atlanta Falcons on the board. Dirty Bird. I don't know what that is. Well, here I think we've had a run of offensive players. I think this is where the first defensive player comes off the board. There is a great need there in Dallas on the defensive side of the ball. They've made huge strides offensively. Congratulations getting Kirk Cousins as your quarterback. You're strong at wide receiver. You got Drake London. Bijan Robinson, great at running the football. Offensive line's good. You need defensive help. I think you get the best defensive player in the draft. That is Dallas Turner from the University of Alabama, edge rusher. Inside, man, his first step is unbelievable. It's not as fast as Chop Robinson, but the guy is just incredible. He's going to wreak havoc, cause chaos. The 15, I don't know what number he'll wear, but the 15 jersey, if that's it, is going to be selling all over Alabama because the Alabama fans represent your guy, especially going to Atlanta. I think that Dallas Turner is the first defensive player on the board. And that leads me to there's always runs in drafts. We saw with the quarterback to start. We saw some wide receivers. This is where the edge rusher is going to come off the board. You have Dallas Turner at number 8. Number 9, Chicago needs a little bit of everything, right? They suck. Can I say that? They suck. It's circling the drain. So I think what we're going to do right here is go Jared Verse, one of the most athletic players on the field. He's young. He has something to prove. I think what Houston did last year in taking C.J. Stroud and taking Will Anderson, probably the two best offensive and defensive players in the draft last year, I think that's what Chicago is looking to emulate. So they're going to go Caleb Williams. Now they're going to go Jared Verse to get a big defensive player off the board at number 9. Now, the Jets. Let me clear my throat. That is the top 9 here. And at number 10, I don't want to overthink it. You have Aaron Rodgers for another 2 years probably. Got hurt this year. Got to have offensive line help. Probably going to be an offensive lineman here. It probably is going to be. I said, let me go with a player that Aaron Rodgers can make big play with. You got a short Super Bowl window. The defense is Super Bowl caliber, but offensively, you got some issues. Let's go out of Tennessee. Out of his favorite team growing up was the University of Tennessee. Let's go Brock Bowers, tight end, Georgia. The kid makes plays. Now, Danny Ruger's favorite pick. That is the first 10 right here of the 1.0 mock draft. It is, again, no trades in this. This is just going to be the first round. No trades. And again, thank you to our sponsors, Twin City Used Cars, Joey Statham, Copperleaf Properties, Lil Burton's, ZLA, and Etowah Used Cars. Now, I was talking about runs. I think this is where we see our second run of quarterbacks. I think Minnesota, they go get J.J. McCarthy. I think that of all the teams that need a quarterback, Minnesota is the one. You got the best receiver in football. In Jefferson, you got Addison, who's probably top 15. The best place to win and win now, out of all the teams that need a quarterback, it's the Minnesota Vikings. And I think they have fallen in love with J.J. McCarthy. And I think at number 11, they go get the Michigan quarterback. Any Bo Nix fans out there? Auburn fans hate him, right, since he left. Sorry, people calling me. I guess they're not watching the live show. I should answer an embarrassment, but I won't do that. At number 12, Denver, the Mile High City, needing a quarterback. They did just trade for another Wilson, Zach Wilson, from the Jets. Interesting right there. Very, very interesting. So I think the system fits, right? It's how you fit into a city, how you fit into a system. And I think that Bo Nix is perfect in the Sean Payton offense. Bo Nix, he gets the ball away really quickly. He loves the system, right? It's the perfect system for him. Think when Sean Payton had Drew Brees at New Orleans, this was his quarterback. This is the style he played. Read, throw the ball, get rid of it. Maybe check down to number 2, but it's all done in rhythm, all done quickly. Bo Nix has proven time in and time out at Washington. He got so much better, and I think he is going to be, looking back, maybe one of the picks in the draft. People are going to say, I didn't think he would be that good. mostly coming from the Auburn fans who were just pissed off that he left. Good on them, good on Bo. But I think Bo Nix is going to do very, very well in Denver. That is our number 12 pick. Number 13, the Raiders. Michael Sigmund loves the Raiders, by the way. Go see Michael Sigmund. He's a good dude. I think we're going to stick at quarterback. It's going to be our third quarterback in a row here, 11, 12, 13. Again, no trades in this mock. I think there's going to be a ton of actual trades, a minimum of 5, I believe. Michael Penix Jr. Injury issues. He had 2 knee surgeries in Indiana. Played perfectly well at Washington. The guy gets rid of the football. He has some few weapons there. In Vegas, he has Michael Mayer, tied in as a quarterback's best friend. So I think it's going to be a lot of good things happen. I think he is just set to succeed pretty much anywhere he goes. Michael Penix Jr., the 13th pick here in the draft. Now, you want championships? You got to have an offensive line. I think New Orleans needs a lot. I'm not sold at quarterback for them. Good at running back, tight end, wide receivers. They got some players. I think they're going to go with Fashanu. He is the number 2 offensive tackle on my big board out of Penn State. The guy is massive. Plays right tackle, will be a plug-and-play type guy, man. Just plug him in, let him go. Number 15. Struggled with this one a little bit. They could go so many directions, but I think they go with the best cornerback on the board. I wasn't sure who that was. Obviously, everything I'm reading is got the kid from Toledo, Quinyon Mitchell. I'm not an Alabama fan, right? So I didn't put it here because he's an Alabama fan. I think he's the best cornerback in the draft. I think it's Terrion Arnold. Only time I really saw him get beat really badly was in the Texas game. And we're coming to find out that those 2 Texas receivers are incredible, and both could go in the first round. I only have one of them going, but they have 2 that could probably be going in the first round from Texas. So Terrion Arnold, number 15 for the Indianapolis Colts. Now, interior. I think the Seattle Seahawks, I think they're very comfortable. Grubb is a coach up there. I know Alabama's a little iffy on that name because they thought he was going to be their offensive coordinator. Was the University of Washington, took like a 10-day job at the University of Alabama. A lot of help there, especially on the offensive line, so I think it makes perfect sense. Troy Fontenot is going to stay in the state of Washington, go to Seattle, and will be probably right tackle or right guard in that. I'm not sure how they're going to rotate that, but it should be a lot of fun. Those big guys, man, it's a tackle-heavy draft, so got that going for him. Now, Alabama fans, let's get you back on the board here. I got no Auburn fans going in the first, by the way. No Auburn players going in the first for our Kerpow mock draft. J.C. Latham. He's like 7'8". He just keeps growing, man. The dude is huge. I think it's a perfect fit in Jacksonville. You need somebody to protect Trevor Lawrence. I think he is going to be the guy, J.C. Latham. He could go as high as – he could be a top 10 pick. You kind of just – it doesn't matter. You know, when you look at the true big boards of the draft, you're looking at – it's my wife calling. You're looking at need and do they play right tackle? Do they play left tackle? Or the more interior position? It's not just a flatline offensive lineman. It's really more specific. You play 3-4 years in college playing right tackle, you're going to struggle at left tackle pretty much, right? It's different. So, so I have J.C. Latham. And number 18, this is the Bengals. This is Bill Stewart's team, and always got to protect the money. And the money up there, they're either going to go wide receiver, which if they go wide receiver, I think they're going to go get Brian Thomas Jr. But I think they want to protect Joe Burrow, so they're going to get Talasi Fuaga. That's F-U-A-G-A. Go Dogs. You SEC people like that one. He is the big road grader, interior lineman from Oregon State. The kid knows what he's doing. He can just bulldoze people. Didn't get to see him play against Notre Dame in the bowl game, in the Tony the Tiger bowl game that was. But I'm very thankful for that. Notre Dame put a whipping on him, but it was a weird game. But Talasi Fuaga is incredible. So let me just recap here, if I may. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Twin City Used Cars, Joey Stadium, Copperleaf Properties, Little Burton, Senor Jamie Grant, ZLA Solutions, and Etowah Used Cars. All right, so we made this all the way down to 18. Caleb Williams, number 1. Jaden Daniels to Washington. Drake May, the 3rd pick coming off the board to New England. Maserati Marv down the sideline. You like that one, Jeff? That was good. Oh, good. That was good. Marvin Harrison Jr. going to the Cardinals. Number 5, I have Malik Neighbors. Number 6, Rome Adunze going to the Giants. Number 7, Joe Alt going to Tennessee. Number 8 to the Falcons, I have edge rusher Dallas Turner. Number 9, the 2nd pick of the 1st round for the Chicago Bears, Jared Verse, the very versatile edge from Florida State. Number 10, no clue. I went Brock Bowers. Interesting pick there. Again, I think there's going to be a ton of trades. Then the run of quarterbacks, I have at number 11, Minnesota. I have, hey, my computer jacked up. I know I have, but let me pull this back up. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. Sorry about that. I have J.J. McCarthy going to the Vikings at pick 11. At pick 12, I have Bo Nix going to Denver. Again, perfect offense, that Sean Payton offense. He fits perfectly. I have Michael Penix Jr. going 13 to the Raiders. We have Fashanu going to number 14 to New Orleans. JaMychal Smith, you needed an offensive lineman, my guy. You did. Number 15, cornerback Terrion Arnold going to Indianapolis. Number 17, interior lineman Troy Fatananu from Washington going to Seattle. Let's move on down now to the other side of the board. Number 17, J.C. Latham, another Alabama Crimson Tide player being drafted. This time, the offensive tackle going to Jacksonville. Number 18, that's where we got down to. That's Fuaga, the big interior road grader for Oregon State. Now, one of my absolute favorite players in this draft. You talk about just good people you want to root for, people who do things the right way. Then we are talking. Hey, appreciate everyone watching. Thank you so much. Brian Stanfield, got to give grief, man. Auburn never has anybody in the first round. You're an idiot. Brian, are you a Tennessee fan? I think you're a Tennessee fan. Titan fan, Tennessee Titan fan. All right, so now one of my favorite players in the draft, Laiatu Latu. This is an edge rusher out of UCLA. I think the reason I have him so low here is I believe that the medicals, right? This guy had to medically retire for 2 years of football. He was at Washington, got a second opinion, went to the same doctor that did the surgery for Eli Manning when he had his neck issue. So he is incredible, right? Great athlete. Probably has the most weapons in his golf bag. He has every shot in the bag. And it is Laiatu Latu going to the Rams. Going to stay out west. Now, number 20, the Steelers. They just need big. They need aggressive. It gets no bigger. It gets no aggressive than Amarius Mims. Amarius Mims from Georgia, the big offensive tackle, is just sensational. Number 21, Brian used to like the Dolphins. He's a big Tua guy. And Waddle. I got Quinyon Mitchell. A lot of people have him as the top cornerback in the draft. Excuse me, I do not. I have him number 2 from Toledo, just very, very good. Number 22, Cooper DeJean going to the Philadelphia Phillies. Just kidding. He's playing football, going to the Eagles. Seeing if y'all watching. Going to. Is he a safety? Is he a cornerback? That is the big question. I think he has probably the best ball skills in the draft. That means something different to some of you other people. Danny Ruger means something totally different. Good in the return game. Incredible. Just everything he does is silky smooth, hard nosed. That's why I think he goes 22 to Philly. He just fits, man. He's a Philly type guy. So I had to text my wife. She's called me 3 times. Number 23, Minnesota again on the board for their second pick of the first round. Number 23, Minnesota. I got Johnny Newton, the best interior defensive lineman in the game, from Illinois. Goes by Jazon Newton, Johnny Newton. Up to you guys to determine what you want to call him. I'm not friends with him, so I'm going to call him Johnny. What do I know? Now, everyone ready for Jeff Underwood's favorite team, Blake Matthews' favorite team. That should tell you all you need to know. At pick number 24, the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're not going to go quarterback, sadly, for a lot of you fans. They're going to go offensive lineman. I believe they're going to go Tyler Guyton, the offensive tackle from Oklahoma. It just fits, right? And kind of right there where they're from. He understands how important it is to wear that star on your helmet. I think it's a great fit, Tyler Guyton. Lord knows your quarterback needs some protection. Number 25, I'm going to go back to the University of Alabama, Kool-Aid McKinstry. The cornerback could play safety, could play a little nickel if he needed to. I think Kool-Aid McKinstry just fits in great with the G. I know Jeff Little would be ecstatic. He's a huge Green Bay fan. I have Kool-Aid McKinstry going number 25 to Green Bay. Number 26, again, just another one of those guys, man, you got to root for. Pork Chop Robinson. Chop Robinson, man, ran in the 4.4s at the combine. He has wide receiver speed. Looks like an NFL running back. Played in a lot of big games at Penn State. And the kid needs to work on some moves. Right now he's a one-trick pony. But that trick is fantastic. It's like Houdini's trick, right? That first step, that quickness, that speed is incredible. Excuse me. That is Chop Robinson going number 26 to Tampa Bay. Everybody having fun so far? I'm having fun. Jeff is not. Twin City Used Cars, Joey Stadium Copper League Properties, Little Burtons. Love me some Jamie Grant. ZLA Solutions, Etowah Used Cars. Thank you for being a sponsor of the draft show today. We kind of didn't promote this thing. We'll just put it out there, but it will get a few thousand views. I promise you, this will get out there. And again, thank you for your patronage. How about that, Jeff? I used a big word. We're ready to go, Jeff? Are you ready for the next pick? How about back to Arizona? I have the Cardinals going Byron Murphy II out of Texas. The big fella just causes havoc. He wreaks havoc. He is a grown man in the middle. He just does damage. You know, interesting fact. I'm going to go back to the Pork Chop Robinson pick for just a second if I can. Going against Michigan, Penn State, great rivalry anyway, right? But Michigan decided to run the ball 32 plays in a row. 32 times in a row, Michigan ran the ball. You know why? They knew they couldn't throw the ball against Chop Robinson. He changes game plans. That's what he does. And I just forgot to tell that story when we were at the 26th pick with Tampa Bay, Chop Robinson. Number 27, Byron Murphy II. the big defensive tackle out of Texas. Todd O'Brien's watching. What up, Todd? Who's your favorite NFL player? Sorry, Todd, no Auburn guys going in the first round. Brian Stanfield said they never go in the first round. You ready to go? I had to compose myself because next on the board at pick 28 is my Buffalo Bills. And we all know the saying, nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. They need wide receiver, obviously traded Stephon Diggs. Here's where I'm at. I actually hope if this pick is available, it would make the draft for me. I love this pick. I don't think it's going to be available. I think it's probably going to go to, this pick's probably going to go to number 17 or 18 to probably Cincinnati. But no trades or anything. I hope Buffalo trades down, gets another second, gets a third, and because I think a wide receiver you can do that this year. Excuse me, in particular. I think the pick will be Brian Thomas Jr. 6'3", he runs a 4.35. Amazing body control. I think he's every bit the player Malik Neighbors is. He plays with some attitude. Brian Thomas Jr. would fit perfectly in Buffalo. I truly don't think he's going to have an opportunity to do that. Y'all, my wife just texted me. She loved me. You don't believe me, do you? I'll show you the text. Quick flame. So Buffalo needs a wide receiver, and I think they get Brian Thomas Jr. if he's available. He probably won't be available, though. But there will be some trades. Brandon Beane loves to trade up, but I think this draft he trades down. All right, coming in at number 29, a guy that I'm one of the few people who actually has this guy going up in the first round. Darius Robinson, the edge rusher from Missouri, goes to Detroit. Right, that's all you need. You got the Detroit Lions. They got the kid from Michigan on the left side or the strong side, and now you're going to have Darius Robinson. Would be a phenomenal choice to really almost unblockable. To be fair, you put those two guys in there at number 29. The Detroit Lions go Darius Robinson. Number 30. There's something about the draft in Baltimore. They always seem to find dudes. Always. Great draft department. Ozzie Newsome, shout out to Alabama Roll Tide, set on the right path. And I think they go to the most versatile offensive lineman in the draft. I think it's the center from Duke. I think Graham Barton is going to be the pick here. He can play center. He can play guard. He can play tackle. Obviously, you go to Duke, you're very, very smart. He has an understanding like none other because he's played all three positions. I think Graham Barton will be the pick. I think he's the top center. But again, could play guard, could play tackle, probably interior. Baltimore gets Graham Barton. Now, my San Francisco 49ers. They got decimated by Kansas City up front. I do not think they're going to trade Brandon Ayuk, as a lot of the speculations go. And I think during the draft time, you get a lot of smoke and mirrors. I think Jackson Powers Johnson, I think he's the number 2 offensive center in this draft. Jackson Powers Johnson would be a phenomenal pick at 31 for my San Francisco 49ers. Now, the last pick in this Kapow mock draft 1.0 is the guy that ran the fastest 40 time in the history of the combine. In the history. Come real close. That means ever. So Xavier Worthy, the wide receiver from Texas, that's all Mahomes needs is another weapon. And I think that would be an amazing guy to get downfield. Xavier Worthy is more than just a vertical threat. He's a good wide receiver, got good hands, about an 8% drop rate in his career at Texas. And I think that it's going to be a lot of fun to see him in that offense, unless you're Buffalo. That's not going to be fun at all, or San Francisco, and the rest of the NFL. So that's going to wrap it up for us here. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a fun draft. We'll come back. I want to come back after the draft and talk about kind of break down the draft a little bit. Again, this is no trades in this. I think it's going to be at least 5 trades in this particular first round. Thursday night, 7 o'clock. You'll find me at home. Don't come over. I will not answer the door. I will be watching this. It is going to be spectacular. I love this time of year. Again, the first round's on Thursday night. Second and third round is on Friday night. And round 4 through 7 will be Saturday. That starts the 25th, 26th, and Saturday the 27th. So again, thank you to our sponsors for making this show possible. Twin City Used Cars, Joey Statham at Copper Leaf Properties, Little Burtons. Thank you, Jamie Grant, for all you do. ZLA Solutions right here in beautiful Rainbow City. They can put you to work tomorrow. Give them an opportunity, man. Trust me, good people over there. And our friend Dwayne Ball, City Councilman, sorry, Joey, City Councilman of Attala. He does it the right way. Dwayne Ball, thank you so